The prisoner waits.
Bring the prisoner forth.
Proceed, Silenus, to hear my fall, and by doom of death, and woes and all.
Merchant of Syracuse, plead no more. I am not partial to infringe our laws. The enmity and discord which of late sprung from the rancorous outrage of your duke to merchants, our well-being country. It hath in solemn synods been decreed to admit no traffic to our adverse towns. Nay, more, if any born in Ephesus is seen at any Syracusan marts and fairs, or if any Syracusan comes to be in Ephesus, he dies. Unless 1,000 marks be levied to quit the penalty and ransom. Thy stuff substance, thou at the highest rate cannot amount to 100 marks. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
Yet this my comfort, when their words are done, my woes, and likewise with the evening sun.
Well, Syracusan, say in brief the cause why thou partest from Ephesus, and the cause why thou camest to Syracuse.
A more difficult task could not have been imposed, than I to speak my griefs unspeakable. Yet, harder what my sorrows could believe. In Syracuse was I wed unto a woman, happy but for me. With her I lived in joy, our wealth increased, till voyages drew me from my kind spouse, for whom my absence was not 6 months old. I had made provision for her following me. Soon and safe she arrived where I was. There had she not been long, but she became the joyful mother of 2 goodly sons, one so like the other as could not be distinguished. That very hour in the self-same inn, a lowly woman was delivered of male twins, both alike. These, for their parents were exceeding poor, I bought and brought up to attend my sons. My wife made daily motions for our homeward return. Unwilling, I agreed. Alas, a league had we sailed before the always window-baying deep gave any tried instance of our harm. The sailors sought for safety by a boat, and left the ship, then sinking ripe. To us, my wife, more careful for the latter born, had fastened him onto a small spare mast. To him, one of the other twins was bound, whilst I had been like heedful of the elder. The children thus disposed, my wife and I fastened ourselves at either end of the mast, and floating straight, obedient to the stream, was carried towards Corinth, as we thought. The seas waxed calm, and we discovered 2 ships from afar making amain to us, but ere they came, oh, let me say no more. Gather the sequel by what went before.
Nay, forward, old man, do not break off so, for it may pity, though not pardon me.
For ere the ships could meet by twice 5 leagues, we were encountered by a mighty rock, which being violently borne upon, our helpful ship was splitted in the mist, so that in this unjust divorce of us, fortune had left to both of us alike, what to delight in, but to sorrow for. Her part was carried with more speed before the wind, and in hindsight, they 3 were taken up by fishermen of Corinth, as we thought. At length, another ship had seized on us and gave healthful welcome to their shipwrecked guests, and would have received the others, had not their bark been very slow of sail. Therefore, homeward did they bend their course. Thus have you heard me tell the sad tale of my own mishaps.
And for the sake of those thou sorrowest for, do me the favor to dilate full what hath befallen thee and them now.
My youngest son, and yet my eldest care, at 18 years became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that his attendant, so his case was like, reft of his brother, but retained his name, might then company in the quest of him. Alas, 5 summers have I spent in furthest Greece, roaming clean through the bounds of Asia, and coasting homeward, came to Ephesus. Hopeless to find, yet loath to leave unsought any place that harbors men. This is the story of my life, and happy were I in my timely death. Could all my travels warrant me they live.
Hapless Angion, in the face of Mark. Now trust me, were it not against our laws, my soul would sue its advocate. Though thou art judged to death, in that sentence may not be recalled. But to thy honest greatness, fair Janet, I'll favor thee what I can. Therefore, merchant, I'll limit thee this day, to seek thy life by beneficial help. Try all thou friends thou hast to assist. Beg thou or borrow, to make up the sum, and live. If no, thou art condemned to die. Jailer, take me thy custody.
We will, my lord. Come, reverend sir. Pray heaven now your fortunes turn at life's end.
Guys, remember we decided not to move.
So, therefore, give back to our Elfium, that your goods too should be confiscated. This very day, a Syracusan merchant is apprehended for arrival here, and not being able to buy out his life, according to statute of the town, dies ere the very sun sets in the west. There is your money that I had to keep.
Go bear it to the centaur, where we host, and stay there, Dromio, till I come to thee. Within this hour it will be dinner time. Till that, I'll view the betters in this town, and then return and sleep within my inn, for with long travel I am stiff and weary. Get me away.
Many a man would take you at your word, and go indeed, having so good a mean.
A trusty villain, sir, that very oft, when I am dull with cares and melancholy, lightens my humor with his merry jests. What, will you go to my inn and dine with me?
I am invited, sir, to certain merchants, of whom I don't take much notice. Soon, please you, at 5 o'clock, I'll meet with you upon the mark, and afterward consort you to bedtime. My present business calls me from you now.
Farewell till then. I will go and lose myself, and wander up and down through the city.
Sir, I commend you to your own consent.
He that commends me to mine own content commends me to a thing I cannot get. I to the world am like a drop of water that in the ocean seeks another drop, who falling there to find his fellow forth, unseen, inquisitive, confounds himself. So I, to find a mother and a brother, in search of them, unhappy, lose myself. Here comes the almanac of my true date. What now? How chance thou art returned so soon?
Returned so soon? Rather approach too late. The capon burns, the pit falls from the spit. The clock has struck at 12 upon the bell. My mistress has made its one upon my cheek. She's so hot because the meat is cold. The meat is cold because you come not home. You come not home because you have no stomach. You have no stomach, having broke your fast. But we that know which is to fast and pray are penitent for your default today.
Stop at your wig, sir. Tell me this, I pray. Where have you left the money that I gave you?
Oh, a sixpence that I had a Wednesday last, to pay the saddler for my Mrs. Crawford. Saddler had it, sir. I kept it not.
I am not in a sportive humor now. Tell me, and dally not, where is the money? We being strangers here, how darest thou trust so great a charge from thine own custody?
I pray you ere, sir, sit at dinner. I from my mistress come to you in post. If I return, I shall be post indeed, for she will score your fault upon my head. Methinks your ma, like mine, should be your clock, and strike you home without a messenger.
Come, Dromio, come. These justs are out of season. Reserve this to a merrier hour than this. Where is the gold I gave in charge to thee?
To me, sir, you gave no gold to me. My charge but the fetch you from the mart. Home to your house, the Phoenix, sir. My mistress and her sister stays for you.
What safe place have you bestowed my money? Or I shall break that merry sconce of yours, that stands on tricks when I am indisposed. Where is the 1,000 marks thou hadst of me?
I have some of your marks upon my head, some of my mistress' marks upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both. If I should pay your worship those again, perchance you will not bear them so patiently.
Thy mistress' marks? What mistress slave hast thou?
Your worship's wife, my mistress at the Phoenix, sir. She doth fast till you come home to dinner, and prays that you will hie home to dinner.
What? Wilt thou flout me thus into my face, being forbid? There, you bastard knave.
For heaven's sake, hold your hands. Nay, you will not, sir, I'll take my heels.
Upon my life, by some device or other, the villain is robbed of all my money. They say this town is full of cozenage, dark working sorcerers that change the mind, soul-killing witches that deform the body, and many such like liberties of sin. If it be so, I will be gone the sooner. I'll go to the centaur to seek this slave. I greatly fear my money is not safe. Okay, Cooper.
Neither my husband nor the slave returned, but in such haste I sent to seek his master. Sure, Luciana, it is 2 o'clock. Perhaps a merchant hath invited him, and from the mart he is somewhere gone to dinner. Sister, let us dine and never fret. A man is master of his liberty. Why should their liberties than ours be more? Because their business still lies out of doors. Look, when I serve him so, he takes it ill. There's none but asses will be bridled so. Why, headstrong liberty is lashed with woe. There's nothing situate under heaven's eye, but half is bound. In earth and sea and sky, the beasts, the fishes, and the winged fowls are the real subjects and at their controls. Men, more divine, are masters of all these, lords of the wide world and wild watery seas, endued with intellectual sense and souls of more preeminence than fish and fowls, are masters to their females and their lords. Let your will attend on their accords. Patience unmoved, they can be meek that have no other cause. But if thou live to see like right bereft, this fool beg patience in thee will be left. Well, I will marry one day, but to try. Here comes your man. Thou is your husband now? Say, is your tardy master now at hand?
Nay, he's at 2 hands with me, and that my 2 ears can witness.
Say, didst thou speak with him? Knowest thou his mind?
Aye, he told his mind upon my ear. He shrewd his hand, I scarce could understand it.
Spake he so doubtfully thou couldst not feel his meaning?
Nay, he struck so plainly, I could too well feel his blows, and withal so doubtfully, I scarce could understand them.
But say, I prithee, is he coming home? It seems he hath great care to please his wife.
Why, mistress, sure my master's horn mad.
Horn mad, thou villain!
I mean not cuckold mad, but sure, he is stark mad. beaten.
Go back again, thou slave, and fetch him home.
Go back again and be you beat home. For heaven's sake, send some other messenger.
Back, slave, or I will break thy head cross.
And he will bless that cross with other beating. Between you, I shall have a holy head.
Hence, prating peasant, fetch thy master home.
Am I so round with you as you with me, that like a football you just spur me thus? You will spur me hence, and he will spur me hither. If I last on the surface, you must case me in leather.
Fie, how impatient lurth in your face. His company must do his minion grace, whilst I at home starve for a merry look. Has homely age the alluring beauty took from my poor cheek? Then he hath wasted it. Are my discourses dull, barren my wit? What ruins are in me that can be found by him, not ruined? My decayed fare, a sunny look of his, would soon repair. But too unruly dear, he breaks the pale and feasts from home. Poor I am but is stale. Self-harming jealousy, fie, sister, beat it hence. Unfeeling fools can with such wrongs dispense. I know his eye doth homage elsewhere, or else what lets it but he would be here. Since that my beauty cannot please his eye, I will weep what's left away, and weeping die. How many fond fools serve mad jealousy?
The gold I gave to Dromio is laid up, safe at the centaur, and the heedful slave is wandered forth in care to seek me out. By computation and mine host's report, I could not speak with Dromio since at first I sent it from the mart. See, here he comes. How now, sir? Is your merry humor altered, as your love stroke so jest with me again? You know no centaur, you receive no gold, your mistress sent to have me home to dinner, my house is at the Phoenix. Wast thou mad, that thus so madly thou didst answer me?
What answer, sir? When spake I such a word?
Even now, even here, not half an hour since. Villain, thou didst deny the gold's receipt, and told me of a mistress and a dinner, for which I hope thou felt I was displeased.
I'm glad to see you in this merry vein. What means this jest? I pray you, master, tell me.
Yea, dost thou jeer and flout me in the teeth? Thinkst thou I jest?
Hold, sir, for heaven's sake. Now your jest is earnest. Upon what bargain do you give it me?
Cousin, I familiarly sometimes to use you for a fool and chat with you. Your sauciness will jest upon my love, and make a comment of my serious hours. If you will jest, know mine aspect, and fashion your demeanor to my looks, or I shall beat this method in your sconce.
Sconce call you it? So you would leave gathering. I had rather have it ahead. And you use these gloves long? I must get a sconce for my head, and ensconce it too. Or else I shall sink my wits in my shoulders. But I pray, sir, why do I need it?
Dost thou not know? Shall I tell you why?
Aye, sir, and wherefore? They say every why hath a wherefore.
Why, first, for flouting you, and then wherefore, for urging it a second time to me.
Was there ever any man thus beaten absent? Well, sir, I thank you.
Thank me, sir, for what?
Marry, sir, for this something that you gave me for nothing.
I'll make amends next to give you nothing for something. But I pray, sir, is it dinner time?
No, sir, I think the meat wants that I have.
A good time, sir, what's that?
Basting.
Well, sir, then 'twill be dry.
If it be, sir, I pray you eat none of it.
Your reason?
Lest it make you choleric and purchase me another dry basting.
Learn to jest in good time. There's a time for all things.
I durst have denied that before you were so choleric.
By what rule, sir?
Marry, sir, by rules, as plain as the plain bald head of Father Time himself.
Let's hear it.
There's no time for a man to recover his hair that grows bald by nature.
May not you advise fine and recovery?
Yes, to pay a fine for a periwig and recover the lost hair of another man.
Why is time such a niggard of hair, being as it is so plentiful an excrement?
Because it is a blessing that he bestows on beasts, and what he has sched in men in hair, he has given them in wit.
Why, but there's many a man who hath more hair than wit.
Not the man of those, but he hath the wit to lose his hair.
Thou dost conclude hairy men, plain dealers without wit.
The plainer the dealer, the sooner lost, yet he loseth it in a kind of jollity.
For what rule?
For two, and sound ones too.
Nay, not sound, I pray you.
True ones then.
Nay, not sure to think falsing.
Certain ones then.
Name them.
The one that he saves the money that he spends in trimming. The other that at dinner they should not drop in his porridge.
You would have all this time proved there is no time for all things.
Marion did, sir, namely, no time to recover hair lost by nature.
But your reason was not substantial. Why there is no time to recover?
Thus I amend it. Time himself is bald, and therefore to the world's end will have bald followers.
I knew 'twould be a bald conclusion. But soft, who walks as yonder?
Aye, Antipholus, look strange and frown. Some other mistress hast thy sweet aspects. I am not Adriana nor thy wife. The time was once when thou, unurged, wast thou that never word were music to thine ear, that never object pleasing in thine eye, that never touch well welcome to thy hand, unless I spake or looked or touched to thee.
Plead you to me, fair dame? I know you not.
How comes it now, my husband, that thou art thus estranged from thyself? Thyself I call it, being strange to me. Ah, Dromio, don't tear away thy master from me. For know, my love, as easy mayst thou fall a drop of water in the breaking gulf, and take unmingled that same drop again, without addition or diminishing, as to take from me thyself, and not me too.
Fair dame, in Ephesus I am but 2 hours old, a stranger to your town as to your talk, who every word by all my wit being scanned, one wit and all one word to understand.
How dearly do you touch me to the quick! Shouldst thou but hear I were licentious, wouldst thou not spit at me and spurn at me, and from my false hand cut the wedding ring and break it with a deep divorcing vow? I know thou canst, and therefore see thou do it. I am possessed with an adulterous blot, for if we two be one, and thou play false, I do digest the poison of thy flesh, being strumpeted by thy contagion. Keep then far league, in truce with thy true wife. I live unstained, thou undishonored.
Foul brother, how the world has changed with you. When were you wont to use my sister thus? She sent for you by Dromio home to dinner.
By Dromio?
By me?
By thee, and this thou didst return from him, that he did buffet thee, and in his blows denied my house for his, me for his wife.
Did you converse, sir, with this gentlewoman? What is the course and drift of your compact?
I, sir? I never saw her till this time.
Villain, thou liest, for even her very words hast thou delivered to me upon the march.
I never spake with her in all my life.
How can she thus call us by our names, unless it be by inspiration?
How ill agrees it with your gravity to counterfeit thus grossly with your slave? Come, I will fasten on the sleeve of thine. Thou art an elm, my husband, I a vine, whose weakness, married to thy stronger state, makes me with thy strength to communicate.
She speaks to me. She moves me for her theme. What? Was I married to her in my dream? Or sleep I now, and think I hear all this? What error drives our eyes and ears amiss? Until I know the sure uncertainty, I'll entertain the offered fallacy.
Dromio, go bid the servants spread for dinner.
Oh, for my beads, I cross me for a sinner. This is a fairyland of spite of spites. We talk with goblins, owls, and sprites. If we obey them not, this will ensue. They'll suck our breath or pinch us black and blue.
Why preachest thou to thyself and answerest not? Dromio, thou drone, thou snail, thou slug, thou sot.
I'm transformed, master, am I not?
I think thou art in mind, and so am I.
Nay, both in mind and in my shape.
Thou hast thy own form.
No, I'm an ape.
If thou art changed to what, 'tis to an ass.
'Tis true, she rides me, and I long for grass. 'Tis so, I am an ass, else it could never be, but I should know her as well as she knows me.
Come, come, no longer will I be a fool, whilst man and master laugh my woes to scorn. Come, sir, to dinner. Dromio, keep the gate. Husband, I'll dine above with you today. Sirrah, if any ask you for your master, say he dines forth, and let no creature enter. Come, sister, Dromio, play the porter well.
Am I in earth, in heaven, or in hell? Sleeping or waking, mad or well advised, known unto these, and to myself disguised. As they say, persever so, and in the mist, and all adventures go.
Master, shall I be porter at the gate?
Aye, and let none enter, lest I break your head. Come, come, Antipholus, we dine too late.
Good Senior Angelo, you must excuse us all. My wife is shrewish when I keep not hours. Say that I lingered with you at your shop to see the making of her gold chain, and that tomorrow...
We'll stop for a second. Not just that, we decided to push this, to keep this close to the wall, okay? So let's move this back. Okay. Good. Oh, all right. Yeah, so all you have to do is just basically, you're just really just shifting it. You don't really have to pull it forward. We want to try to stay as close, further back. So this is going to be, we've got the bench here, and we need the plant here, and then we need the bench.
My eyes are on this.
Just a little. You don't want it too far ahead of the table.
Just so you know,
How many? I don't actually, it doesn't matter. No, yes, go ahead, do it again, please.
Good Senior Angelo, you must excuse us all. My wife is foolish when I keep not hours. Say that I lingered with you at your shop to see the making of a gold chain, and that tomorrow you will bring it home to me. But here's a villain that would face me down. He met me at the mart, and that I beat him, and charged him with 1,000 marks in gold, and that I did deny my wife in house. Thou drunkard thou, what didst thou mean by this?
Say what you will, sir, but I know that you beat me at the mark. I have your hands show. If the skin were parchment and the blows you gave were ink, your own handwriting would tell you what I think.
I think thou art an ass.
Marry, so it does appear. By the wrongs I suffer and the blows I bear, I should kick, beat it, and being at that pass, you would keep from my heels and beware of an ass.
You're sad, Senior Balthazar. Pray heaven our cheer may answer my good will and your good welcome here.
I hold your dainties cheap, sir, and your welcome dear.
Oh, Senior Balthazar, either at flesh or fish, a table full of welcome makes scarce one dainty dish.
Good meat, sir, is common, that every churl affords.
And welcome more common, for that's nothing but words.
Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast.
Aye, to a niggardly host and more sparing guest, but though my cates be mean, take them in good heart. And better cheer may you have, but not with better heart. But soft, my door's locked. Go, bid them let us in.
Maud! Bridget! Marianne! Cicely! Jillian! Luz! Fool! Malt horse! Capon! Coxcomb! Idiot! Patch! Either get thee from the door, or sit down at the hatch. Dost thou conjure for wenches, that thou callest the store? When one is one too many. Go, get thee from the door. What patch has made our porter? My master stays in the street. Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on his feet.
Who talks within there? Ho, open the door.
Right, sir. I'll tell you when, and you tell me wherefore.
Wherefore? For my dinner. I have not yet dined today.
Nor today here you must not. Come again when you may.
What art thou that keepest me from the house that I own?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio.
Oh, villain! Thou hast stolen both mine office and my name. The one near got me credit, the other mostly blame. If thou hadst been Dromio today in my place, thou wouldst have changed thy face for name, or thy name for ass.
What is all the commotion, Romeo? Who are those at the gate?
Let my master in, Luce.
Fate, though he comes too late, so tell your master.
Lord, I must laugh. Haven't you the proverb, shall I set in my staff?
How about you with another? I'd like to see you try.
If thy name be called Luce, thou hast answered him well.
Do you hear, you minion? You'll let us in, I hope?
I thought to have asked you.
And you said no.
So come, help, well struck, their blows glow.
Thou baggage, let me in.
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Let him knock till it ache.
You'll cry for this minion if I beat the door down.
Why are we putting up with this? The town has a pair of stocks. Who is that at the door that keeps all this noise?
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
Are you there, wife? You might have come sooner.
Your wife? Sir Knave. Go get you from the door. Come, Luce.
If you went in pain, master, this knave would go sword.
Here is neither cheer, sir, nor welcome. We would fain have either.
In debating which was best, we shall part with neither.
They stand at the door, master. Bid them welcome hither.
There is something in the wind that we cannot get in.
You would say so, master, if your garments were thin. You stand here in the cold. Your cape there is warm within. It would make a man as mad as about to be so sold.
Go fetch me something. I'll break open the gate.
Break any breaking here, or I'll break your knave's head.
A man may break a word with you, sir, but words are no wind. I am breaking in your face, so he breaking up behind.
It seems thou wants breaking. Out upon thee, hind.
Here's too much out upon thee. I pray thee, let me in.
Aye, but fowl have no feather, and fish have no fin.
Well, I'll break in. Go. Borrow me a crow.
A crow without feather. Master, mean you so? For a fish without fin, there's a fowl without feather. If a crow help us in, so we'll black one together.
Get thee gone. Fetch me an iron crow.
Have patience, sir. Oh, let it not be so. He will use war against your reputation, and draw within the compass of suspect the unviolated honor of your wife. Once this, your long experience of her wisdom, her sober virtue, years and modesty, plead on her part some cause to you unknown, and doubt not so that she will well excuse why at this time the doors are made against you. Be ruled by me, depart in patience, and let us to the tiger off to dinner. And by evening come yourself alone, to learn the reason of this strange restraint. If by strong hand you offer to break in the stirring passage of the day, a vulgar comment will be made of it, and dwell upon your grave when you are dead. For slander lives upon succession, wherever housed where it gets possession.
You have prevailed. I will depart in quiet, and, in despite of mirth, mean to be merry. I know a wench of excellent discourse, pretty and witty, wild and yet too gentle. There will we dine. This woman that I mean, my wife, but I protest without desert, hath oftentimes upbraided me withal. To her will we to dinner. Get you home and fetch the chain, for by this I know 'tis made. Bring it, I pray you, to the Porpentine, for there's the house. That chain will I bestow, be it for nothing but to spite mine wife, upon mine hostess there. Good sir, make haste. Since my own doors refuse to entertain me, I'll knock elsewhere and see if they'll disdain me.
I'll meet you at this place some hour hence.
And I too will be part of this entertainment.
Do so. This jest shall cost me some expense.
Cooper, we need to keep the lights for 1 extra second so Alex can run in with the crowbar. Okay? Nope, you just run in, Alex. You don't do anything. Okay? Okay, and lights up.
You can't forget that. That's going to get a good laugh. You can't forget that. That'll get a good laugh.
I'm sorry. I thought you guys were in place already. So, go ahead. Just go.
And have you quite forgot a husband's
Elizabeth,
office?
I didn't hear that opening line, honey. Really need it louder.
And have you quite forgot a husband's office? Even in the spring of love, thy love springs rock? If you did wed my sister for her well, then for her well's sake, do so with more kindness. Or, if you like elsewhere, do it by stealth. Muffle your false love with some show of whining. Let not my sister read it in your heart. Be secret false. What need she be acquainted? What simple thief brags of his own attainment? 'Tis double wrong, but truth with thy love. And let her read it in thy lips at forth. Alas, poor woman, make us but believe, being compact of credit, that you love us. Then, gentle brother, get you in again. Comfort my sister, cheer her, call her wife. 'Tis holy sport to be a little bit, when the sweet breath of flattery conquers strength.
Sweet mistress, what's your name is else? I know not, nor by what wonder you hid of mine. Teach me, dear preacher, how to think and speak. Lay open to my earthly gross conceit the folded meanings of your words to seek. Against my soul's pure truth, why labor you? to make it wander in unknown field. Are you a goddess? Would you create me new?
What? Are you mad that you do reason so?
Not mad, but maiden. How? I do not know. Transform me then, and to your power I'll yield. Your weeping sister is no wife of mine. Far more to you do I incline. Sing, siren, for thyself, and I will dote. Spread o'er the silver waves thy golden hair, and in that glorious supposition think, he gains by death that has such means to die. Let love, being light, be drowned if she sings.
It is a fault that springeth from your eye. Gaze where you should, and that will clear your sight.
For gazing on her beams, fair sun being by, as good to wink, sweet love, as look on night.
Why call you me love? Call my sister so.
Thy sister's sister.
That's my sister.
No, it is thyself, mine own self's better part, mine eyes' clear eye, my dear heart's dearer heart, my food, my fortune, and my sweet hope's aid, my soul earth's heaven, and mine a heaven's claim.
All this my sister is, or else should be.
Call thyself, sister sweet, for I am thee. Thee will I love, and with thee lead my life. Thou hast no husband yet, nor I, no wife. Give me thy hand.
Oh, soft air, hold you still. I'll fetch my sister to get her goodwill.
Why, how now, Dromio? Where runnest thou so fast?
Do you know me, sir? Am I Dromio, your man? Am I myself?
Thou art Dromio. Thou art thy man. Thou art thyself.
I'm an ass and a woman's man, and besides myself.
How dost thou be a woman's man? And how besides thyself?
Marry, sir, I am due to a woman, one that claims me, one that haunts me, one that will have me.
What claim lays she to thee?
Marry, sir, such a claim as would lay to your horse. She would have me as a beast. Not that I, being a beast, she would have me, but that she, being a very beastly creature, lays claim to me.
What is she?
A very reverent body, sir. I, such a one as a man may not speak of without he say, Sir Reverence. I have but lean luck in the match, yet she is a wondrous fat marriage.
How dost thou mean a fat marriage?
Marry, sir, she's a kitchen wench and all grease, and I know not what used to put her to but to make a lamp of her and run from her by her own light. I warrant her rags and the towel in them will burn a Poland winter. If she lives till doomsday, she'll burn a week longer than the whole world.
What complexion is she of?
Swarthy, like my shoe, but her face nothing so half clean yet.
As a fault that water will bend.
No, sir, 'tis ingrained. Noah's flood could not do it.
What's her name?
No, sir, but her name in 3/4, that's an L in 3/4, will not measure her from hip to hip.
Then she bears some breath.
No longer from hip to hip than from head to foot. She's spherical, like a globe. I could find out countries in her.
In what part of her body stands France?
No, don't forget that what he's saying to you is very funny. And we need to respond to those things as he says. I know it's hard because we've done it 1,000 times, but it is important that you do that, okay? And remember, Dromio, you draw your energy from his laughing at your, jokes or your, your whole monologue here, okay? Go ahead.
In what part of her body stands France?
In her forehead, armed and reverted, making war against your hair.
Where England?
I looked for the chalky cliffs, but I could find no whiteness in them. But I guessed it stood in her chin, by the salt room that ran between France and it.
Where's Spain?
Faith, I saw it not, but I felt it, hot in her breath.
Where America? The Indies?
Oh, sir, that would be upon her nose. And I think if my breast had not been made of faith and my heart of steel, she'd have transformed me to a curdled dog and made me turn to the wheel.
Go highly presently, post to the road. And if the wind blows any way from shore, I will not harbor in this town tonight. If any bark put forth, come to the barge, where I will walk till thou return to me. If everyone knows us, and we know none, 'tis time, I think, to trudge, pack, and be gone.
As from a bear a man would run for life, so fly I from her to be thy wife.
There's none but witches do inhabit here, and therefore 'tis high time that I were hence. She that doth call me husband, even my soul, doth for a wife abhor. But her fair sister, possessed with such a gentle soft grace, of such enchanting presence and discourse, hath almost made me traitor to myself. But lest myself be guilty of self-wrong, I'll stop mine ears against the mermaid's song.
Master Antipholus?
I? That's my name.
I know it well, sir. Lo, here's the chain. I thought to have taken you at the portentine. The chain unfinished made me stay this long.
What is your will that I should do with this?
Would please yourself, sir. I've made it for you.
Made it for me, sir. I misspoke it not.
Not once nor twice, but 20 times you have. Go home with it and please your wife without. And soon at supper time I'll visit you and receive my money for the chain.
I pray you, sir, receive your money now, for fear you'll dare to chain your money more.
You're a merry man, sir. Fare you well.
When I should think of this, I cannot tell. But this I think, there is no man is so vain that would refuse so fair an offer of chain. I'll to the march, and there for Dromio stay. If any ship put forth, then straight away.